Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. Today I'm actually going to make a soap that is inspired from the Great British Bake Off, which I just watched last night, and today I thought I've just got to make a soap that looks like that. So I've got all of my oil already in the pan, and you'll see I've already dispensed some lye in there because I've got a batch and a half of soap. That's the size I need for my slab mould. So I've been putting my lye into bottles and it works so well. It keeps the lye nice and clear, and I'm just dispensing that into my oils now. The recipe for this is in the description, and the soap itself, the loaf, the whole slab mould, all the soap, is just going to be really plain and simple. It's going to be all white, and then we're going to put something nice on the top. Okay, so what I'm doing is Peter's ice cream cake, if you saw it. Now, he did have like Christmas cake in the soap, he did have Christmas cake in the ice cream cake, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the soap all white. So I need a good fragrance that's not going to discolour at all, and I'm using reindeer poo from Nature's Garden, but I got it from Sell the Smells. All the links to fragrances and other things that I use, like my camera, I've got links in the description box to those. So let's get this soap blended up with the lye. Okay, so before we go any further, I'm just going to separate off some soap because I actually want to pipe on top of the soap. So I'm going to pour about 700 mils off there. Right, and now I'm going to add my titanium dioxide. Now this is a big batch of soap, so I'm adding 6 teaspoonfuls of titanium dioxide dissolved in water. And now we're going to add in the fragrance oil, which is reindeer poo. It says it doesn't discolour on the website, so this should be a great one for this batch of soap. All the measurements are in the description box of the video. Quite green looking, isn't it? Oh wow, I've never seen that before. Okay, so that's the strangest fragrance oil I've ever seen. And I've seen many things over the years, but never seen anything like that. So literally just get that soap poured straight into the mould. And look at that. Perfect. What I mean is perfect quantity for the slab mould. Right, so we're just going to let that set up, and then we'll be back to decorate and pipe on the top. Alright, so I've got 3 smaller jugs here. So the soap I separated before. I'm going to pipe some Christmas puddings on the top of the soap. And then we need some drizzle to go on those Christmas puddings. And then also I'm going to pipe some green leaves on there. So just, you know, hopefully separating the right quantity that I need for each one. So a tiny bit, just the dregs of what I had left from my titanium dioxide in that one. Then we're going to pop some Oasis green into this one, which is from the Soap Kitchen. And then some brown oxide. Decent amount of brown oxide, because I want it brown. I don't want it like a pale, just light chocolate colour. Just using a mixer to mix that in. I definitely think it's better to actually blend in your colours with a blender. So obviously not a great lot of change there, because I didn't put much in. So the brown oxide especially becomes much more saturated. Now brown oxide can be really messy to wash up, so sometimes it's best just to let that soap scrape as much out of the dish or whatever you're using, because obviously I'm going to be using a piping bag today. Just let it solidify overnight, and everything will be a lot cleaner to wash up. When you wash up brown oxide or black oxide straight out with a pan while it's still oily, you get it on, it just covers the sink and the washing up bowl and all the spoons and everything that you're using. So just wipe as much of that off with a cloth or some kitchen roll. That will make a lot less of a pain when you're washing up. Right, I'm going to let those thicken up, but it will take quite some time because I've got no fragrance in them. So I'm just using a decorating cake tool. So I'm just using a cake decorating tool here, just putting a little bit of a swirl on the top. I was going to put cinnamon on the top and cloves and star anise, but there's just not going to be room, so the cinnamon takes up such a lot of space. I'm actually just going to put star anise on, and then I'm going to put my my Christmas puddings on there. So that's the tool I'm using. It's like a pointy curled end. The other end is like a flat rounded end. Right, as soon as that Christmas pudding piping is ready, we'll go with it. Okay, so my soap batter is in the piping bag. I'm just using a small round nozzle. The batter is quite runny, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. But what I want to do is I want to try and pipe some round blobs. Yeah, it's far too runny. Just wait till that thickens up. Okay, so we're going to pop some star anise on there.
You're going to paint these signs for me.
Okay, so we're going to pipe some Christmas puddings on here. I'm using a very, very small circular piping nozzle, just to pipe some circular Christmas puddings on there. If I'd had some brown soap dough, I would have made balls to stick on the top, but I haven't got any ready, so these will do. That's the size for the smaller bars, and then I'll do the bigger ones bigger. So you can see the soap batter is actually quite runny, and that is deliberate. And so what we're going to do now is just to you know, make them a little flatter. I'm just going to take that tool that I used before and just whiz it round like so. And then we'll need to put some drizzle on top of the Christmas pudding as well, and then we'll come back and put some leaves on. Put that one in the wrong place, didn't I? This one. So it just makes them look a bit more like chocolate buttons. Right, now it's time to pipe on the drizzle that you would have on top of a Christmas pudding. Alright, I've got a squeezy bottle here with some cream coloured soap in, and I'm just going to tip that upside down. I'm going to try and make it look like we've got some drizzle on the top of these. And then just drag it over like this. It's better. That works much better. Okay, it's now time to put some cute little leaves on there. you want to know what piping nozzle I'm using, I'll just put it in the link in the description link below the video. So if you're on a desktop, just click show more below the video, and if you're on a phone or an iPad, click the arrow that's pointing down, and that'll open up the description box, and then all the links to all the little utensils and fragrances and things that I'm using, they're all on there for you. I know this soap I'm piping is runny, but the top of the soap's quite hard now, so I'm frightened that if I let this soap thicken up too much, we might have a problem getting it to stick to the soap underneath. And I haven't actually put any fragrance in these, in the pipe. So it's starting to take shape now, and all we need after this is some gorgeous red berries on the top. Now I would have liked to have used a Christmas pudding fragrance, but that would have discoloured the white part of the soap. So this is actually going to be called White Christmas. Because I want it to stay white. I just think it looks so pretty with the white on the bottom, and then the Christmas puddings and star anise on the top. So while I'm just waiting for the berries, I'm just sprinkling some of this beautiful mica. It's like a glittery mica, just onto the Christmas puds. It's funny, it always doesn't come out very well. I don't want it on the red, so I'll pipe the red on after I put the mica on there. It is going all over now. I did just want it on the Christmas puds, but never mind. It is absolutely stunning though. So sparkly and beautiful. All biodegradable as well, of course. Alright, so let's have another go. If you hear any fireworks, eh? Yeah. Just leave it there, I'm just doing some soap. Well, just put it on my plate. No. Sarah, if you're watching, Sarah from Basel in Switzerland, from Sarah's Soap, we're actually doing the backlet now. We're having it for supper. What is a backlet? Well, I'll put a link to it in the description box. It's like a, sort of like a fondue. It's a special melter that you can melt cheese on, and Sarah sent me one. Along with the cheese that goes with it, special Swiss cheese and special Swiss chocolates. Now, she had no idea, but Lindt and Lindor, that is my favourite chocolate. I didn't actually know it was Swiss, but it's absolutely delicious. It's always like a Christmas treat to get a box of Lindor chocolates. And last year they did some strawberry cream ones. Oh, they were absolutely delicious. And the mint ones are gorgeous as well. And there we are, our gorgeous little white Christmas soap, finished with Christmas puddings and star anise, inspired by the Great British Bake Off and Peter, who did a special Christmas pud ice cream cake. Of course, it was a real cake, one that you can eat, an edible one. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow to cut this. Okay, so that's what they look like, cut into loaves. So we're just going to cut those up now into slices. So there we are, a very simple soap that smells really strong. Something really nice for Christmas. Just nice white Christmas soap. I'd love to have been able to get some cinnamon on there. I could still put cloves on if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. I'll just leave it as it is. I don't think I've done an all white Christmas soap. I did used to have a range called Pure White. If you've been watching me a long time, you might remember that. Okay, so I thought it might be quite nice to do something just a little bit different with these bars of soap. I've got some Ultra Sparkle White, which is what I sprinkled on the top of the soap, and I've popped some in a pot here, and I thought it might just be nice to cover the soap actually in it and just make it look really pretty and really sparkly. Probably isn't showing very well on the video, but actually in person it's absolutely stunning. Look at that. Yeah, you can see it. That is so pretty. I don't know whether to put it on the back as well. Yeah, I think I should put it on the back. So I'm going to go through all of these bars and just I'm actually pushing it in so it does actually stick to the soap well. Just makes it look even more Christmassy, doesn't it, doing that? So pretty, so pretty. So this is just one of the sample bars that I'm doing that'll go in the sample pack, the Christmas sample pack, which will be coming up fairly soon. I haven't actually got on as well making my soap this week as I'd hoped. A lot's gone wrong, so I'm actually a little bit behind, but I'm sure this week I'll have all my Christmas soaps done for you, and they'll all be on the website as well. And here we have our White Christmas Reindeer Poo soap. Super pretty, super shiny, and super white. Hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon for another video from Eden's Secret. Bye bye for now.